Yeah, I'm back again. Sorry, so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I had to take that phone call because that guy. I had to take that phone call. I will tell you later. So this is a special Thanksgiving Thanksgiving live session, especially for those guys, because I know exactly what it is, my friends. I know exactly what it is on especially on these days. So you see your neighbors are celebrating this special day. Hi, Kylo, Stefano. There you are again. Nice to have you on this live session. Nice, man. Nice to these live session. I think people really appreciate them, and so I see I have many people watching them, and maybe because it is not because it is just chit chat, and people like to chit chat. I am one of those, and today I am. I woke. Just a moment. Today I woke up very late because yesterday evening I was in the presuming that I almost sold my the guy who picked up the Kevs 105.1. He wanted to have the BMWs also, so we had an appointment this morning. But to be honest, I made some videos, some new videos from these speakers, and I was finished 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I thought, okay, I have an appointment 8:30. Why I don't gonna sleep at 7 o'clock? I could not open my eyes anymore, and I went sleeping. But the guy didn't came. I woke up very late. I needed the sleep, and I discovered the guy didn't call. He didn't came to my house because he had my number. So when I do not open the door when I'm sleeping, he can always phone me. But he didn't phone me, so that means that guy didn't come to pick them up. He didn't even phone me. Very strange. I already sold the cash to him, and he wanted to buy the BMWs also. I said, okay, I give him a special price because he bought two for these BMWs if he would pick them up. But yeah, he didn't came. Not sure why. Not sure why. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 5 o'clock, already dark. You can see. This is the traffic you see in front of my building. I live in a lively neighborhood. Much traffic. This traffic is, of course, not very healthy. Pollution, all these cars. But I love living here. I love this apartment, really. I live here for 29 years already, 29 and a half years. And no way I'm going to move out of this party or out of this house. No way. My daughter already asked me, Papa, if we going to our new house, you can come and live with us. She have a stable, 80 square meters stable, and she can make that a house for me. I thanked her because I love my privacy, so I love to stay in this house. Even though I calculated that would be very cheap for me, it would save me a lot of money. I didn't have to pay rent anymore. But then again, Roderick, you're right. But then again, money is not everything. Those 600 euro what I pay here, because I live here for 29 years, and the rent these days, if you're gonna move if I would move to another place, they would charge me 1,000 euro a month. This is how expensive it is these days to rent an apartment. Yeah, because they are slow in building houses. There's a shortage of houses in the Netherlands. A huge shortage of houses. Yes, I know Brazil. I've been in Brazil. I've been in Brazil in 1982. 1982 or was it 1981? Well, I think 1980, somewhere around that. I've been there for 2 weeks. I've been to Belém, Fortaleza, and Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro was a week, and the other place were just a few days. And I've been there. Very nice place. We had a hotel on the Copacabana, and so the Copacabana beach, and the name of the hotel was Hotel Neptune. We even had a lift boy. And I remember, this is a nice story. I was I was with four black guys, yeah, black guys, Suriname guys, and I was the only white guy. And we were sitting in front of that Neptune hotel the first evening, on a terrace, yeah. And then one of these women came to me and said, for 10 minutes she was quarreling with me. I didn't understand what she was talking about, but listen to this. She told me, I don't understand, because we found a translator, that I took her spot. This was her spot, her walking spot, and that I took her customers. She didn't know I was a part of the group, because I was the only white guy and the other ones were black, you know. So she thought I took her customer. This was her spot. For 10 minutes she was arguing with me, and I think this woman is crazy, but probably she thought I was a Brazilian guy taking her customers away. This has happened before the Neptune, but the most beautiful thing what I went to shows in Rio. I even went to a football match, that big Maracanã Stadion, and I also saw there something interesting. There was a guy, fat guy. I was thin in that time, so everybody was fat around me. You know, I was in good shape, and this guy was sitting on a corner in this Maracanã big football stadium. I was with a woman. Yeah. Those women are beautiful, and a few and the friends. We all came to that football match, and this guy was sitting on the corner with a thick gold necklace around his neck, you know. And one little guy, I think he was 12, 13 years old, slim guy, he came, he grabbed the necklace, took it away, and psst. When the guy reacted, what's happening? The young guy, the thief, was already gone. I saw this happening in front of me. But the nice thing from Rio de Janeiro, the best thing, I went to shows, to samba shows, yeah, to some entertainment shows. So I mean, no sex club, but it was well, entertainment, yeah, shows, dance and singing. But the most nicest thing from Rio de Janeiro for me, I don't know if they still have it, Gafieira. Gafieira is a public place, big place. I think there were about 500 to 1,000 people inside. When you enter this place, they give you a cup like this, but a bigger one. I'm gonna show you what they give you. They give you a cup like this, yeah, but a bigger one, 1.5 times bigger, 1.5, 2 times bigger. And the entrance fee in 1981, 1982 was about 15 or 20 guilders, very cheap. And with that cup, you could drink the whole evening. The whole evening you could drink, but there was no bar. There were only from those things that you can pull that beer inside your cup. You know, you had to do it yourself. So you could drink whatever you want. If you want to drink 10, 20, you could drink for that 15 or 20 euro guilders. It was very cheap. But the music, there was a band playing, about 20 people. It was unbelievable, my friends. unbelievable. Nobody was sitting. Everybody was moving, dancing. Somebody was dancing like this, still just moving very slow, Someone was dancing more heavily. And it was something new for me. Gaffiera. Gaffiera is the name. And something we don't have in Europe. I don't think they have it anywhere else in the world, only in Brazil. And that was a very nice experience. So if you ever go to Brazil, they still have that. Who comes on those parties? Normal people, normal folk people who wants a nice evening without having too much expensive because it is cheap. I'm not a beer drinker, but I can't remember if they had some other drinks, if they had water. I can't remember that, but they have beer, And on the floor, you see those wooden shelves because a lot of that beer is spilled on the floor. If they don't put that wooden shelves on the floor, it would be slippery and wet, And because everybody have that thing in their hand and they are moving and dancing with that thing in their hand and drinking. So, and if people get drunk, it spill on the floor, and that's why they had wooden pieces on the floor to keep the floor, I think, not slippery. That was the reason. But the thing was, the band was playing 20 person non-stop playing beautiful music, my friends. Live. So you had for that 15 guilders, 1981. Yeah, you can say 15 euro these days. Yeah, maybe 25. Not sure what is the inflation. So a big inflation, of course, in 40 years. But for that 15 or 20 euro, it was. No, it was 15 guilders. It was. If you calculate it, 50. It was very cheap. I can remember. You have a whole evening with free beer. With a band for 20 persons, my friends, samba music, beautiful notes. Everybody happy, everybody is a little bit drunk. Some is more drunk than the other one. And everybody was nice to each other. You could talk with everybody. Everybody was open for a conversation because Brazilian people are very soft people. They are not, if they do not know you, they are not, hey, who are you? Don't talk with me. No, they are. Everybody is open for a conversation. Brazilian people, very nice people. It was the first and last time I was in Brazil. Very, but very nice, my friends. I had a hell of a time, and we went to Brazil because, in Suriname there was an evening clock. We had some political problems. I had my holiday over there. And my holiday was paid. My holiday was fully paid. I mean, the plane tickets were paid. Also, the tickets to Brazil were paid for me because the guys I was with, they were. One of them was I did some job for him. I worked for him a little bit. I did some things for him, and he invited me, and he wanted to surprise me with that travel, that journey, that holiday. And I said, of course, I did not say no. And I am born in Suriname, so we were in Suriname, and that was that evening clock. You have to be home at 7 o'clock in the evening. Then he told us, you know what? Let's go to Brazil. There's no evening clock over there. So we went to Brazil for 2 weeks, and I had a very nice time, a very nice experience, and especially the thing I remember the most is that evening in that Gaffiera, that place where you could hear music. You also worked at a casino. Yes, I worked in a casino. Yes, correct. Yeah, but that was after that. I was 20 or 21 when I went to Brazil. I think at 21 I was. Yeah, but. So Gaffiera, my friends, if you ever go to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, I advise everybody, if you know, it is a different, you have to like the music. Don't go to Carnival. Carnival is a crazy time. In principle, I was there was it January? or was it December? Well, it was January or December, something like that. But in principle, the carnival starts. It's in February, I think. But they already have carnival. Pre-carnival. People are already starting with that carnival mood in their head. Just a month, 6 weeks before the real carnival, you already see those people walking on the street, and I'm not sure what is exactly what they are doing, why they don't wait for the carnival, maybe practicing. I'm not sure what they are doing. But it is a nice time to be in Brazil. I think January is a nice time to be in Brazil. And February there's a carnival, but I was not there during Carnival, the real Carnival. But what I understand is a crazy time. Carnival is a crazy time to be there in Brazil. But one time in my life I was in Brazil a long time ago, and a beautiful place, beautiful beach. I mean, strange people in the way, not strange that they are crazy, but people. I mean, for example, I saw a woman, but it was not a woman with hair on her breast, and for me, Dutch people would shave it away, but that woman let it, and I say, hey, what is this? They think different. If they have something special, they leave it. They do not try to to uh, to take it away or to be different than they are. They just leave it. They are free people. I love the way how they think. The short period I was there, I had some nice conversations with a few people there, but the only thing what you have to be looked for, don't wear any gold, don't go with an expensive a mobile phone, take an old phone with you, because big chance they steal it from you. Don't go with gold. Don't wear watches, because they steal it from you. They have a lot of people are still poor at the moment, what I understand. And I just gave you that story what I saw happening in that football stadium. That little fellow took this guy's necklace, thick necklace away, patch, and so. And if you think you can there walk with your gold and your watches, you're wrong. They rob it from you. You don't have any chance, my friends. Even if you think you are a strong guy, they come 3 with 4 with 5 guys to rob you. Believe me. If they think you have something from value on your body, so do not do this. But if you just act normal, you dress normal with normal clothes, nothing wrong. Nobody will steal from you, and do not come there with an iPhone. Everybody knows the value from an iPhone. Use an old phone if you go there for the order. But if you like music, I tell you that samba is of course a different kind of music you are not familiar with. But if you go there for 2 weeks, and I can assure you that it will be a very musical holiday, and you can enjoy for very little money. You can enjoy those beautiful gafieira places. Not sure what the price these days is for entering a gafieira, but in my time, not my time, 40 years ago, it was very cheap. I mean, 15 guilders, so that 15 guilders is €7.50 now, but okay, inflation, maybe it is 20 euro now, yeah? I did collect vintage watches some time ago, also a nice hobby, but I do not like to wear them. Vintage switch can be cheap. Well, I bought a watch few months ago, 30 euro, Citizen Eco Drive, and where's the watch? I got it from my daughter. I got this from my daughter, yeah. Because this one I had from my daughter as a present. Beautiful watch, my friends. Beautiful, but beautiful watch, yeah. But Seiko is expensive. Citizen is more cheaper, I mean, if you want this same quality in Seiko, you have to pay 2 times more. Seiko is expensive, and Citizen is the biggest watch company in the world. They make more watches than Seiko because they are cheaper. Seiko is the better brand, but in eco-drive, Citizen have the best reputation. So this in automatic watches, you better buy a Seiko. But if you want the eco-drive, and the eco-drive is a solar-powered watch, and if I put this thing 80 days in the dark, after 80 days the battery goes empty. So this is how strong an eco-drive is, yeah. And this one costed €650, yeah. Beautiful watch, beautiful. Super titanium, very lightweight, that you do not feel the weight. I like more heavy watches, I think, but then I heard a story, some people have problems with their wrist, with their over here, because of those heavy watches. And with this one, you will never have it. It's very light. What if supermarket close and they don't sell food anymore? Do you know how to get food? Well, I do not think about when supermarkets will close, and why would I think about that, my friends? What happened when there's a war, when some of these guys get crazy and they start shooting nuclear rackets to each other? I don't think about these things. I live today. I have a good life. Would I think negative? And I'm an optimist. I'm always an optimist. Dutch supermarkets are always close by. Yeah, true, Roderick. But why would I think? I mean, I see a lot of guys, people who the end of how long I had since I was little, I heard that story, the end of the days, and people trying to make you afraid, behave yourself, and be good, because the end of the days, punishment day will coming. And I think, yeah, why would I? You're watching many things in China. Well, China. Why would I think about bad things when I can think about so many good things? So you said a set of IMFs in the room. How do you think compare? Well, I didn't. My IMFs are not good because it needs refoaming, and it needs the caps needs new caps, and believe me, with those new caps it will sound much better. But so I cannot tell you nothing about the quality. But what I scored Saturday I scored that Vox AC30 guitar amplifier. And well, let me walk, and I have the receive. I do not have a good Wi-Fi on the stairs, but I'm gonna show you what I bought. Hey, what I bought again, my friend. You see, okay, you are. Yeah, you saw that Sony SSG1. Hello, Hanno. Thank you. Thank you for. You do not often come online to react, but so I scored the Sony SSG1, and again, my friends, I scored them for €25 because when I saw SSG1, I know exactly what it was. The guy offered them for €25, and what's this? Yeah. I don't have. I have this thing. I'm going to show you what I have. I have this thing, Google Nest. This is Google Nest, yeah? And hey, this thing is a stupid thing, man. Watch this. Hello, Google. What's this? Stupid thing is this. Oh, wait a minute. Like this.
De microfoon is uitgeschakeld.
Hello, Google. No.
De microfoon is weer ingeschakeld.
Hello, Google. No, it doesn't react. Anyway, this thing, I had it as a present. I stepped over to a different cable provider, and that person or that company, Budget Energy, also did my gas, and no, not gas. Gas is my electricity, television, and because they were cheaper. Always hunt for cheaper providers, my friends. Why would you pay more than necessary? I mean, before I had Ziggo. Ziggo is now €67 a month. They are crooks, big crooks. 67 a month. Come on, man. Nobody can pay that. Well, maybe for some people, but I think it is much. I got this set for free. This Google Nest stuff. So it is a Wi-Fi amplifier, but because upstairs I do not have internet, I do not have connection upstairs because my Wi-Fi don't reach that far. So I need, in principle, I need one more of these, one more, so I can put it, over there on the near the stairways. So because I do not have internet in my bedroom. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. No Wi-Fi. So so I need one more. They are for sale on Marketplace. I have to buy one extra. And these things talk back. You say, hello, Google. And you can ask them questions and they answer you. A woman's voice, very nice. I had it for free. And I can tell you, a normal set like this was it 3 years ago? Costed €250 in the shop. And I got it for free because I was a new customer. If you are smart, you go into shopping, you go to another provider, you get presents, or you get 6 months for a very low price, and you have to be smart. Now I have Next Energy. Those cream color speakers, what are they? Polarized? Yeah, politics. I don't like to talk politics. Cream speaker. You mean these speakers? These are my Heikos. It's white. It's not cream. It's white. I love them very much. Never will sell them. Well, never until I hear a better one. These are the A plus T. You saw all the scoring. You all saw the scoring video from these speakers 2 years ago, next to the Heikos. Those are gray, silver gray speakers. €53 a month for gas. Wow, you are even cheaper than me, man. You are even cheaper than me. But the thing is, I do not have gas. I have Stads heating, city heating. And they are crooks. They are all those energy companies. You know what it is? All those companies, banks, and those kind of big, huge companies, they're stealing you. They're stealing from us. Doesn't matter, they're stealing from us, my friends. You don't even know it, but they are calculating you much more than you should pay. I cannot change my city heating. Only one, Eneco, only that one can provide me with this. I cannot change that. And electricity, I changed to Next Energy. I pay about €26 a month. €26, my friends, electricity. And I got money back on the end of the year because I never come to that €26. It is often between 15 and €22 what I pay. Some hours of the day, it is even for free because I have an app. You can see what is the price of a particular hour. Every hour the price changes. And it never comes above 20 cents a kilowatt hour. And often it is below 15. And like now, these busy times, everybody comes home cooking. It is the most expensive, but in the night, it is often for free. So I wash my clothes when it is for free. And yes, my friends, you have to be, who don't have money, have to be smart. I mean, you have to be calculating. I'm calculating everything. Everybody knows this. Who is interested? Nobody is interested in how much a amplifier use. I am interested in it because every little thing helps. So every penny you can save, you can spend for other things. Let's be honest. I like beautiful things in life. And if you are spending your money to stupid things what is not, maybe you have an expensive cable provider, you can be cheaper. Well, I think, okay, I take the cheaper one. it saved me money, but that saved money, I can do better things, nice things. If you saved there a little bit money, and that there you save a little bit money, and over there, I mean, everybody these days have a Spotify account or a Tyndall account, or I don't know, they have Netflix. I don't have any. I have I have a Spotify. Spotify I have for my brother. So I am. He gave me his password, so I I have free Spotify. But he pays €10, and for many people they say, "Oh, what is €10?" Yeah, €10 is really not much. But if you calculated all those €10, yeah, I don't have Netflix. Not. I love football. I really love football. But the ESPN account is very expensive. I think €15. I'm not going to pay €15 a month, man. I watch it online for free. Every match, only in a very bad quality. But it is not about the quality. Football is about the match. And believe me, this is it is unbelievable. I'm ashamed to show you this, but it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. But okay. I have to clean my room, but lately I didn't have time. I told you I had a woman in my house for 3 months. And that woman, she didn't take, yeah, she took care of my house, but she didn't even clean the refrigerator. I mean, come on, man. This is a woman's job, cleaning the refrigerator, not a man's job. And she was for 3 months for free in my house, didn't charge her a penny. And then, you do not have to tell her this. You would expect that a person who's staying in your house for 3 months, my friends, would do these things, especially if there's a woman, do this thing by herself. And you know what she did? The worst thing what she did was, because I was not here, but she filmed everything. Before she came in my house was a mess. Before and after, because she cleaned. She did a little bit cleaning, yeah. And that's a shame, because she didn't have my permission to film it and to send it to her friends. And we have the same friends. We have minimum 10, 15 friends, because I know her for 20 years, so our friend group is big. So 10, 15 of those people know me, And I'm now ashamed, because she showed that video, that pre and after, to everybody. But not everybody have to know how I'm living, my friends. They're my friends. I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed for you, because who are you? You are my viewers, and probably maybe you live in the same situation as me. I mean, look the mess, my friends. It is unbelievable, but yeah. If I clean it today, sometimes it is clean. Then tomorrow it is a mess again, because I need this, and I'm going to look for this. What's this? It is just, these are speaker stands. I mean, do I have to carry them to another room? No, because I know I need them, so I leave them here. Now I have this. I don't need the speaker stands at the moment. But where do you leave this stuff? What's this? Where do you leave all this stuff? I mean, come on, man. This is a stupid hobby what I have, make my house a mess. It's terrible. And I do not have time, to be honest, when I have this money, sometimes I like this smell, not always, not every day. But lately, I like the smell of this one. I'm not sure how you pronounce this in English, but we say wierook, and I like the smell of wierook. So that's a light one. Yeah. So Thanksgiving today, for 20% of my viewers is American, and to be honest, we in the Netherlands, we do not celebrate this Thanksgiving Day. We don't even know. But I just read myself in on the internet to see what is Thanksgiving for Americans and Canadians. It is just to bless the last year, to be with your family, to celebrate it. Is Thanksgiving the day they eat the turkey? Not sure, or is this another day? Not sure. But and then I think, okay, you know what? Let me make a live performance today for the persons who feel lonely because maybe their family lives too far away, and then you see your neighbors having family over, and you are alone in your house. For those people, I make this live show today. You know, don't feel lonely. You have me as your friend. I care about you, my friends. And probably you have other people who cares about you, but for one reason, you are sitting alone today in your house in America, celebrating Thanksgiving by your own. And I know that these days, you know, are the worst days when you are lonely, when you are single. Yeah. So if you have a woman, you're never alone. You're never lonely. If you are single, these are the days you think, okay, I need to be with family, but it's not always possible to be with family. But family lives too far away. You don't have money to travel because traveling is expensive. Or maybe you do not have children. That's also a possibility. So, but you have your audio family, your vintage audio hi-fi friends family. We are all one family, my friends. Believe me, we're all one family. Our noses are in the same direction, and that makes it your family. Because even good friends can be part of the family. Just if you think in that way, you always have family, yeah? So, anyway, I bought Saturday that Vox EC30 guitar amplifier. You all know I scored that guitar. I'm 62 years old. And I'm starting to learn for the first time in my life to play guitar. The guitar costed me €200. But I'm also stupid, I smoke Jack Camel. Yeah, stop smoking, man. I say to everybody, stop smoking. I hate it when I see my daughter smoke. Happily for me, she stopped smoking. She don't smoke anymore. But she's still drinking. And I hate her seeing drinking. Because that is poison, man. Poison. And I also like drinking, but sometimes I'm in the mood. And as long as you do things sometimes, so once a week, once in 2 weeks, once a month, it is okay. It is okay, it's not a problem. But don't make it a habit. Don't drink every day, you know. And I had some bottles for my sister, some alcohol bottles, 3. She don't drink. She told me, do you want? I said, of course I want. It's for free. I mean, come on, man. So, but will I drink them right away? No. I have plenty alcohol here, but I'm not drinking every day. No. I mean, this is my drinking cabinet. I bought this cabinet a long time ago. People tell me, get rid of that ugly thing, but why would I? I like it. It is my bar, you know. It's a nice spot for it, I think. That place was completely filled when I was married. My ex drank every day a bottle of wine. She was alone drinking. I was not drinking with her. And this is Slivovic. This bottle, this is a very good quality Slivovic, made in Serbia. That country, every farmer can make their own booze. They don't have restriction over there. They can sell it, they can drink it. And I always have the best. And I know who make the best. They make it from plums. Yeah. Hello. But here in the Netherlands, we are not allowed to make our own booze. No. So even if we were allowed, I would not do this. I don't have the knowledge and the time. I don't have a farm. The people who make this booze, they have farms. They are farmers. They have plenty of space to store that stuff. And they make it. This is... Well, I use this ruby, this pot I use when I'm cooking, you know, for the taste. And this is what I have. Yeah. What is this? This is a full bottle of what exactly? Okay, this is Greece. This is Greece stuff. Yeah. So I have whiskey, I have rum. I have rum, always rum in the freezer. Yeah. And this is my medicine box over here. I put it over here. Why? Otherwise, I forget. I often forget it. I put it on the floor, so next to me, so I see it often, so I cannot forget it. Yeah. And oh, this guy who wanted to come to pick up my my Vox AC30, he don't come anymore. I'm not sure why. Not sure why, but no problem, no problem. I could make a profit from €200, and if I would had made this profit, that guitar was for free because I paid €200 for the guitar, and I not really need a amplifier because I'm not going to perform, not in a million years. I just want to learn to play some guitar, and on YouTube there are many videos. I saw already a few videos. I had some tips from some friends who play guitar. Hey, you have to follow this guy. This guy, if you follow him, you will learn to play the guitar in very short period. So I want to do this for my grandchildren, to be honest, not for myself. And in a few years, maybe 5, 6 years, if I am still alive, my health is not very good, my friends. Believe me, I'm not in a good shape. But if I'm still alive in a few years from now, probably I hope I can intrigue them to learn guitar. I have a keyboard upstairs. That's a long story. I scored it for €50, very cheap, close to my house. I had it before. I had that keyboard before. The Casio ZM or XM 2000. Very nice keyboard. I bought it years ago for my daughter when she was playing keyboard. Well, she had piano lessons and she was not interested in practicing at home. And think, okay, I buy her. AC30 is much powerful for home use. Yeah. You know the thing, I didn't know that they were so heavy. 27 kilo, my friends. 27 kilo. Why would my room is already filled with stuff, so I want to sell it as fast as possible. And I paid €175 for the thing, and they are worth, I think, €600. Especially this one. This one is a very old one. Very old one. It is from 1970, and the older these things are, it is a vintage. It is not a tube one. It is a SS one, so a solid state one. So with transistors, but also those transistors are very expensive. And I grabbed my chance. I bought it. I made that nice video. The scoring, you will see that scoring video. That guy who's selling it, he's almost 80 years old, still performing once a month with his band Apache 69. And yeah, nice scoring video. And I hope I can make €200 profit, so I have my guitar for free. And I have my guitar for free. And why would I pay? Well, it was already very cheap. €200 was a great score in Belgium. Very cheap, because only the case was 100. It's €180 at the moment. So if you're smart, my friends, you don't buy in the shop, because in the shop that guitar and that case would cost you today €660. I had it for 200. I bought that. I bought Saturday that Vox EC30 guitar amplifier. If I can make a €200 profit, I had that guitar for free. This is how, if you're smart, how you do things. Yeah. So I have myself a nice, beautiful guitar for free. Yeah. Anyway, I did some testing yesterday. You see all the speakers in line because I did some testing early in the morning. And you know, the thing is, when I'm testing, that microphone, what you see over there, I have to spin pretty loud. And the thing is, people are sleeping, but they are not sleeping on this side of the apartment building. So I'm lucky with that, you know. But if people are still awake, they're sitting in the living room, they heard that noise. And what I'm making, and they never called police for me, because I'm not sure why. I not understand why they never called police for me yet. Maybe they are afraid for me. Okay, I'm not the most easy guy. I'm very nice if I'm good with you, but don't make a quarrel with me, because I'm a devil, my friends. If you know me, I'm a devil when you have a problem with me. And probably people know who I am. Yeah, I had some arguments before in this apartment block. I mean, people who are in the hallway downstairs smoking marijuana and don't live here, even if they are with three or four, those those teenagers. They look if it is raining or cold outside, they come in the apartment block or in the apartment hallway, start smoking the marijuana there. But it's not the place. It's not a coffee shop. This apartment block is to live. So then I just tell them to get out of the building right away. It's often happening. Sometimes my neighbors see this and none of them dare to say something because they say they are with four. They are afraid. They get beatings, to say something. But I'm not afraid. Why would I be afraid? Come on, man. I dared to come to me. I'm not afraid. I mean, I'm not afraid for these kind of things. So, and I always scare them away. And maybe people, think about this. This is not an easy guy. Be careful with him. Not sure why they never called police for me. Because, okay, I do not spin very, very loud. But if I have to record music for my videos, I have to spin loud. Because my gain on my camera is open maximum. And even if it is maximum open, I still have to crank up the volume knob about here. Yeah, and that is good for daytimes. No, even for daytime it is too hard. Even for daytime it's too hard. I can spin like this maximum, but I have to spin like this, and then it is too loud. But and especially if you do it middle in the night. So. But yeah, my friends. So I don't understand why. Maybe the building is because I never. If I'm sitting in other people's houses, I hear everything. What's happening? Crick, crick, crick. I hear noises. But this building is good built, and good isolation because I have the subway in front of me walking. Subway normally have to walk on the ground, but this part of the subway walking just in front of my house, and maybe because of the noise, they did these houses with a good isolation. Not sure. I'm happy with that because there are buildings you cannot spin even half what I can spin, And if you like music, that's not a fun house to live in, If you have to control your volume knob, I don't have a problem with the sound level I can play here. I like that sound level. I'm satisfied with that sound level. I do not wish for. Yeah, of course, I wish I could spin more, but then you have to live in a villa. I mean, with no neighbors, you can spin as loud as you can. My daughter. Yeah, the glasses have every glasses in the Netherlands have double layer. Every house in the Netherlands, every glass is double layer. Believe me, if I close this door good with the handle like this, close it, I don't hear the subway at all. Don't hear it. So it is good isolated. Also the heatings, and that's why I have this low gas bill. I never heat up my house in the winter because it is good isolated. Maybe if it is 17 and a half is the minimum in my house when it is freezing cold outside. But then I use my small ventilator heater for 30 minutes, and so maybe a few times a year. That's why I have that low energy bill. But I just read a story that guy paid 53 or 58 euro a month. That's even cheaper than I pay. A contract. I do not have a contract. No. 58 euro a month, that's cheap. I know people these days pay 300 euro, But they have children. They have children, families. They all have to shower, There's 5 people, woman, man, 3 children have to shower, electricity. These youngsters have game computers, First thing what I would do if I have children, stop with this game computer, use a laptop, Computers use a lot of electricity. And these days, even young kids have television in their room. Why would you have a television in your room? Come on, man. But okay. Kids are spoiled these days. I do not even have a television in my bedroom. Why would I? kids are spoiled these days. So then they have a electricity bill, gas electricity bill from 300 euro. That's very hard. How you pay that 300 euro every month, my friends? Come on. But I am lucky. I pay about, at the moment, about 80 euro a month. Yeah. It was cheaper. Before the crisis, it was cheaper, 60 euro. But yeah, okay. 80 euro is not bad, I think. And I am, well, only my music is always on. That's why I do not use that tube amp, even though it sounds beautiful, that Wilsonton R8. It is a beautiful sounding tube amp, but it uses a lot of power. And this power amp, I just calculated it, just check it out. It only uses 70 watts, and that is cheap. That is half of the tube amp, and this is a power amp 2200 watt. And those very small, that small Sansui amplifiers here on top, that thing uses only 30 watt, 25 or 30 watt power. That thing is cheap. I can have that thing on whole day. No problem at all, my friends. They even move because of me, a top loud of them. Yeah, no, it is not nice. If you know, I asked my neighbor, so my closest neighbor, I asked, "Do you have problems with my sound level?" And I talk with them. I'm open with them. If you have a problem, just tell me. Don't be afraid to tell me, because I think people are afraid for me. Don't be afraid. Talk with me. I'm not sure. One time, a guy picked up my daughter, and he told my daughter, "I'm not going to pick you up anymore. Your father is a dangerous person." So she told him, "What? He's looking dangerous." He was afraid to come to the house to pick up my daughter. So I'm not sure. I'm not looking dangerous, I think. The best is to build a man cave. I cannot build a man cave. I don't have the space. I don't have that house. You need another kind of house for that. I wish I had another house, but then you have to pay more rent. Yeah. So you cannot have it all. I'm the lucky one. Yeah, you are the lucky one. Una vintage. Yeah, but I have my daughter's new house is a farm, big farm, 4,800 square meters. I can live there. She have a stable. She told me it's 80 square meters. Their plan is to make half of it a fitness room, and half of it they want the nanny, because they want gonna take a nanny. But then she told me, "Papa, if you come to live with me, I can make this complete 80 square meters for you as a house. And then I don't pay rent anymore, and then I have all the freedom to spin loud music. But no, I want my privacy. Maybe when I am 70, 75, I'm still alive. Maybe then, when I need some care, some care for myself. Maybe then it is time to move to my daughter, but not now. I feel still, I'm still looking for a woman. You never know. You can be lucky. I don't believe in it anymore. But I'm an optimist. I'm always an optimist. But on those dating sites, no. Those dating sites, you will not find a woman. No, those women on those dating sites, they are hunters. They are the hunters. And they hunt for a specific type of men with money, men who can bring them out every day for a nice dinner, bring them for holidays, bring them for shoppings, and provide them with all the luxury they wish for. I'm not a man like this, but most of the women on those dating sites, not all of them, but the nice ones, who you see, the nice ones I'm interested in, these women are those kind of women. The ugly ones, I have no interest in at all. Those are the normal ones, but I don't want those women. I want a good-looking woman, man. Come on, man. I don't want a woman my age. A woman my age, I'm 62. Women my age are often looking very old. Not all, but some of them are still looking nice, like they are 40, 50, And but most are looking very old. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm lucky. I do not have I do not look. I mean, come on. I do not look like a 62-year old guy. I mean, most guys are looking old, and most women are looking old. And I'm looking not for a woman my age. I'm looking for a woman 40, 50 years. But yeah, those women are not waiting for me. So that's a dilemma. It's a dilemma, my friend. It's a dilemma. What you wish, often you cannot get. You always want more. You always want more. I won't say deserve, but what you deserve, but then what you can have. I mean, yeah, those nice-looking women, they are looking for guys with, first of all, with money. That's the most important thing for those women. Money. You need money, and you have to provide them with luxury goods, and then they are happy. And I understand this woman, but. Dit is van Hey, Radovan! You're living in Montenegro now. Wow, man, your new house. Oh, you're so lucky, guy. I saw that video you sent for me, that new house you bought in Montenegro. And yeah, man. I mean, only I can understand you miss Belgrade, because Belgrade is a great city. I can understand you miss because according to my daughter, Belgrade, but you don't have that age anymore. According to my daughter, Belgrade is the center of in Europe, the best place in Europe to party. I'm not a party guy, but she told me that because it's cheap. Women say it's not like that, but the truth is, yes, women is out for money. And not all. The ugly ones, they're happy to find a man, any man. But do you want an ugly one? I do not want an. I mean, I do not want an ugly one, my friends. Sorry, I want a nice-looking woman. If I prefer staying alone than an ugly one. Come on. And the nice woman, they want a man with money. Radovan, listen to me. So I was in your apartment, and I thank you for that. And I also have to thank you, because you was the first. I had plans to give up this audio channel, this YouTube channel. It didn't make me happy anymore. Often those negative comments, I don't know nothing about, because I ventilate my taste in sound, and I explain why. And then you have those guys who get angry, who do not believe, or who are opposite my talking, my findings, my solutions. I say, okay, you better buy this instead of that, and they get angry. They do not think that every person can have. And my video is about my taste, what I think is a good speaker or not. And if you own a speaker and I say this is not a good speaker, sell it. If you have it, don't buy it. Don't get angry on me. Don't get angry on the messenger, my friend. I'm just a messenger, and just my taste. And I was planning to finish that YouTube channel, and then in January I came to Belgrade and I broke my glasses in the airplane, and I first day what I did was went to that farmery, and they sold glasses just 15 meters from my house, and I was watching the glass. You entered that pharmacy, and you asked me, can I go in front of you? And I told you, yes, I'm busy watching those glasses. That day I bought 3 of them in that same shop, because they were cheap. I think €8 or €9. Okay, Alex, I'm happy to make you happy, and the rest. And then when I went outside that shop, you was waiting for me, and you told me, are you that guy from YouTube? And I said, yes. And then you told me, you have the best channel in YouTube. And I said, come on, man. You have that guy, what is his name? There's so many good audio channels. That guy from what's it? Oh, Paul McGowan, yeah, Paul McGowan, yeah. You have that Chinese guy from Canada with that glasses, that Chinese guy, a little bit fat face, but I like his channel because I think he is neutral. I think he's neutral. I like him. He have many subscribers. You can't just read the bad comments. There are good ones too. I like your channel. Thank you. So, but because of and you invited me to your house, and I'm grateful for that. Still grateful today that you were the only. No, you're not the only one. I had met another person that holiday, and then I saw your house, 40 square meters, and only stairs. I think, oh my God, stairs! Fourth floor stairs. And then you told me what price you sold that apartment. I think, how is that possible? You can sell it so expensive. And then you explained me why Belgrade houses or real estate became so expensive because of the many Russian people who bought houses, who fled Russia and bought houses over there. And you bought for a few, no, man, for 35,000 euro more, no, 30,000 more, you bought that apartment in Montenegro. That beautiful 70, I remember everything, 67 square meter. Am I correct, Radovan? 67 square meter apartment. Beautiful doors with wood, very European. It is European quality, beautiful apartment. You showed me the video, beautiful, close to the beach. Come on, man. You at the moment, I think you feel like a god living there. 67 square meter apartment close to the ocean, close to the sea. I'm very happy for you and your wife. You deserve it. You're a hardworking guy. Come on, man. But you're there's a case everywhere, Amsterdam, London, New York, and so on. But Belgrade is not Europe, so it should be much because the people do not earn that much, It's my dentist told me a specialist in the hospital, not a normal doctor, earns 1,400 euro a month. Yeah, why you think my teeth were so cheap? Yeah, because of they don't earn so much, so normal people cannot buy an apartment for this 40 square meters, this expensive, very expensive. And so anyway, okay, what was the story? But in your house, I heard your sound system, and that sound system wasn't much, yeah. But then you told me, well, I need the money for my apartment, not for stereo. And I understand. I mean, if I could live in a house like you have, and I should, and to reach that house, to buy that house, I would have sell all my stereo stuff. I would not mind, I would sell it, and take a Magnat 05. That one cost 50 to 100 euro if you're lucky. Cheap amplifier for 100 euro. I would be lucky because I have that beautiful apartment close to the ocean, my friend. So I understand you completely, your choices, but I do not have to make that choice. So I have my stereo. I spend my money to stereo. I want to buy amplifier. Well, I don't know. Everybody wants to buy amplifier, but what and how much? And yeah. Yes, Radovan, thank you very much. Greet your wife for me. Yeah, if she is sitting next to you, or I'm not sure why. Probably you are home now. I'm not sure how the weather there is at the moment, but Montenegro is never cold. I think it should be where you live. I think Montenegro at the moment should be around 15, 16, 17, even 17, I guess. 17 degrees Celsius, yeah. Here it is about 8 or 9. It's pretty cold. It's not nice. Not nice to be now in the Netherlands. But yeah. I'm invited to go to Dubai next month, or in January, to have a holiday with my daughter. She pays everything, so why not? For a month. No, not for a month. I go for a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, not longer. I don't want. Radovan, you give me so. I'm from India. Well, welcome from India. Happy to have you online. uh, Radovan gave me spirit to go on with my YouTube channel, and I have to skip those negative comments. I don't have, because, but I have many of those negative comments, people who, I'm not sure why they have to be that rude. Don't get arrested in Dubai. No, 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 I'm afraid. I really am afraid to go to those places because I read stories, in the newspaper about how cruel these people are in if we don't. So I have to read good in my, because I in Europe and in America you can film the beach side, you can film, just audio Dubai, really nice. Well, really nice. I don't think it is a nice place. I don't think. Not for me. Yes, if you have money, it is a nice place, but not for people like me, But the beach is free, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the beach is free, Some beaches are not free anymore. But if the beach is free, that's where I will go. And hey, if it is possible, I try to film on the beach, but I have to read. Maybe I do. It's against the law, and they put me in prison there. You never see me back, because maybe I don't know what. I have to go and read before to know their laws. But because these guys, Kenwood KA4, I don't know this. That's not a vintage amplifier, huh? A KA45 is not a vintage. I think 1985, 1986. Am I correct? And these people do not care if you do not know the laws. Yes, I'm right. Yeah, the KA45 is 1985. I'm not familiar with this. If I would, okay, don't look at the wattage, please. Don't buy it. I say only don't buy it. Why I say don't buy it? Kenwood didn't make the best amplifiers and all, and certainly not in this period, You will not, it will not. Yeah, if you can buy it for €10, why not? But don't pay a 50 or 40, €60 for this amplifier. It will not make you. How much power does this thing have? The KA45, 405. And they expect from foreigners that they know the law. And but as a foreigner entering a country like Dubai or any Arab other country, don't make mistakes. Read yourself read yourself in the laws before you enter that. Don't make mistakes. Maybe I cannot film. That's why I have to read myself in first on the beach, In the Netherlands, you can film. You can film the beach. Film the nice woman in the bikinis, and I will make a live session from Dubai if I can do that. Live filming you from Dubai on the beach. The best of 5 months, I cannot provide you with that answer because I didn't have them all. But for me, what I had, the best sounding was the Sansui G9000. The Pioneer SX1250 is in reparation. It will have new caps. That sound is also nice. I didn't have any real monster amps. Those things are very expensive at these days. Yeah, I bought my Sansui G9000 4 years ago for €800. Now they are worth €3,500, €4,000. Not, it is unbelievable, but it is true. Well, I'm from the Netherlands. I'm from the Netherlands, the most beautiful country in the world. Free country, democratic country, social country. Name it, name it, name it. It is the best country in the world. But we have our problems. Don't think we are a country without problems. And maybe better countries, not sure. But who wants to live in Norway? Norwegian. Norway. I think Norway is richer than we are, but it's cold. Cold. So I don't want to live in Norway. I mean, they have all the money in the world, because of that oil. They have a lot of oil, American biggest vintage shop name Just Audio. Well, nobody heard all power amps. This power receivers, power vintage power, the monsters. Nobody heard them all. You know, even if you have a shop, you didn't heard them all. And so the best between, yeah, it is the best what he should write. If somebody make a video, the best, he should write the best monsters I have heard. Not the best, but the best I have heard. Nobody heard them all. That's the thing, you know. So it is more, there are so many monsters, so nobody heard them all. It is more easy to make a video, say the best cheap turntables now for sale, because they are for sale now. You know what's for sale, and you can do your homework and you can give your opinion, you understand? Scandinavian night, I like cold weather, been to Sweden a couple of times, good ice skating in Uttersound. Okay, well, Scandinavian, I saw every country in Europe, every country, except Scandinavian and Denmark, because if I always want, oh yeah, I didn't see Scotland. I saw England. I didn't see Scotland. I didn't see Ireland, and I didn't saw Scandinavian countries. And for the rest, I saw every country in Europe. Did you watch a series called Ares? It was very open-minded from the Netherlands that went to do it. Well, there's a new Dutch series. Very, very, very. That guy is a criminal. This is so funny. It is a. I mean, often in the past, Dutch films, movies were always about sexuality. I hated that, you know. Dutch producers can do so much better, and with Ferry they proved they can make a criminal series, but humor. You know, I like that. I love when there is humor, a little bit humor in a movie or in a series. It make it more easy to take, you know, with some humor. And that Ferry, that series Ferry, I just watched the three first from the first season, the first three I saw. So it was very nice to see it. I didn't expect that from a Dutch series, to be honest. So very nice, very nice. The guy is a pill maker, a pill, you know, those ecstasy pills. It's very nice, very nice. And from the moment the first episode started, it was nice. Yeah, Ferry, remember that name, Ferry. And so if you buy a amplifier, I would go, if you do not have much money, I would go for the cheapest Sony ES, the 570, the 670, you know, not a Denon. Vintage is too expensive. Vintage is very expensive. I mean, an amplifier like that, what you see with the two VU meters, cost you these days minimum €450. And that's too expensive. But I understand why you prefer, for example, this amplifier than the amplifier above that, the Luxman. It is just 3 times more beautiful than that black thing above it. Let's be honest. With the silver knobs. So you pay, and that Luxman costs you about 200, 250, yeah. So you pay double the price. 450. The price is 450. Yeah, but you also see them for 550, and I'm going to sell this for 450. Well, maybe I can have 500. Not sure. I didn't advertise it yet. I have 2 of them. I'm going to sell both of them, and one comes with a tuner, the matching tuner, the 2600 tuner. And the thing is, you pay the half of the money for the price. Is not the sound quality, but for the looks. You know, that's it with vintage stereo. Because watch this, my friends. This is the best example I can give you. And don't think this Akai sounds bad. Do not believe it. It sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful. But also that Luxman sounds beautiful. But and that thing on top of it is a 1997 power amp, but That's an ugly thing, but I'm intrigued with that power. This thing is so heavy, almost break my back, but I'm intrigued. And because I have it for free, if I can sell these speakers for a good price, I have this one for free, I will not sell it. I will keep it. I'm looking now for the preamp. I want it set complete. But that will be not very fast, not very soon. Before I'm always patient. I don't pay the regular price. I always pay less than the regular price. So I'm not in a hurry, my friends. And you can see how beautiful this Akai. It is just a beauty. If you compare it with that. No, I'm sorry. I do not ship. I do not ship. I have bad memories from in shipping things. Things breaks down. It doesn't come. I lose my money. Now, to be honest, Roderick, you told me this is. I think it was you who told me this is the best speakers you ever had in your house. I do not agree with that. I'm very disappointed in the sound. Yeah. Maybe it needs recapping. Yeah, the recapping is very cheap, those components. Yeah, those filter components. But no, it is not a bad sound, but in comparison, my Heikos win, my friends, and my Heikos have the same price. My Heikos, the cheapest one you can find now is €1,500, between 15 and €1,700. And the price of these BMWs are between 12. But you all see it in the video I made, dus that review I made. And but I think sound-wise, yeah, you know, the bass from these speakers go very deep, but it is not. I like more the bass of my Heikos. My Heikos goes even deeper, but I like more the bass of my Heikos. And my Heikos are modern speakers. I mean, this is how they are looking. If you can find a mint pair, they cost €1,800. If you find a pair like these with a good tweeter, you pay maybe €1,200, €1,300. I mean, that's a lot of money. And my speaker is totally mint. Because this is a young type, it doesn't need recapping the filter. So I prefer, and the sound is better. I like more the sound of my Heiko. So yeah, and if the price is the same, the choice is easy to make. These speakers are not bad sounding speakers, but they are also too expensive. T plus A, there's a guy asking €400 in the Netherlands. You can see it there. If you're going to put T plus A, the Criterion Tal X3, you see online, same color online for €400. I think it's too much. I would not dare to ask. If I'm going to put them online, I ask 300. I will be glad somebody pay €250 for it. That's what I want for them. But to want €400 for these speakers, they sound good. But it doesn't sound like €400 speakers to me. No, they, you know, the bass is there. But yeah, tonight I will do today I will do a VS test. These speakers. I will do a review from the gray ones. I will do a VS test against the Heiko VS against the BMW. But it's not honest because the BMW is missing one tweeter. But in a way, good trained ears can hear. Even if you're missing one tweeter, you can hear the quality. So I think in India, not sure if in India is vintage, is it popular? I think everywhere around the world it is popular at the moment, vintage. Vintage stereo is growing in popularity. Every year it has more and more, there are more and more vintage fans, audio lovers who wants to have a vintage piece in their house instead of that new stuff. I mean, what's this, my friends? one picture say it all. You know, what is the most beautiful thing? And I mean, you buy a painting not to fill the walls, no, to make your wall more beautiful. Yeah, you buy a couch, but the first thing is you're going to see which count is more beautiful. Which instead of trying out first the best counts with the best sitting, the one who sits the best. No, every person's go to that shop and he's looking. Ah, that's a nice looking one, and then you're gonna try out if it is also do the job. The couch is for sitting, only for sitting, not to look good. Yeah, but you go to that shop and and you buy that couch what is according to you the best looking one, and the same counts for amplifiers. You want, in principle, you always go for the best looking one, and vintage is always better looking than every modern amplifier out there. Come on, man, watch this. I mean, let me come closer. It's just so simple, the choices. And then if the sound is also better of your taste, that warmer sound and that more neutral, analytic, modern sound they have today in amplifiers. And the fact, Jan de Bouvier made some great couches, yeah, Jan. And the fact that these days they make quality, my friends. Even if it is high-end, not every brand. If you buy Accuphase, that is still great quality. Yeah, Akai amplifier, check sound, please. I made a video. I have to edit it. I made a review from this amp. It will be soon online. Even when you have high-end, it is garbage. You know, it breaks down on you in 10 years. You know, this stuff goes for ages, and if it have a problem, it only needs a one-time recap, and it works again for many years. I mean, yeah, everybody can repair it. Try to go with a D class or something else. I now have an amplifier D class, hard to repair. Try to repair that. Yeah. So calculating all these things, maybe a vintage amplifier is more expensive than, for example, that Luxman, but sounds very good. Yeah, for the price, 200, 250 euros sounds very good for that price. But do you want something like that Luxman in your house? Well, if you do not have the money for, because vintage is now more and more. Every year become more expensive. At a certain moment, vintage will only be for guys with money, you know. At a certain moment, this Akai, within 10 years from now, yeah, this Akai will cost 1,000 euro, maybe 900, between 800 and 1,000 euro. Who can pay this, you know? Who can still pay that price? Then people will automatically choose for this stuff, this black stuff, because, yeah, they cannot afford, simply like that, they cannot afford. Repairs have only repair whole boards now instead of repairing its components. Yeah, and about the Veerhuis, I don't know if you remember that Yamaha guy. He had two motorbikes, he just sold one of them. His job is repairing this stuff. And when he works, he is the only person who can repair this old stuff. And the rest of his colleagues, if there comes in a broken amplifiers, they only change the cards. They only change the cards in the warranty period. And then he told me, Andrew, never buy a Harman Kardon. Never buy a Harman Kardon. If you see the components they use, we get them so many back for reparation because this thing broke down on you the first week. Never buy a modern one. The old one you can buy, you know, the old period, the old Harman Kardons. But the modern Harman Kardon is totally, totally garbage. So don't buy that stuff. And this stuff, this stuff won't break on you, and if it breaks on you, they can repair it. They can repair it, and you know. So now you can still buy them for this price, 450 euro. But believe me, in a few years they will be 800. This amplifier, what you see now, will be 800 euro. That Akai, and not soon after that it will be 1,000 because they are rare. They are rare. Don't forget that we have China. China is coming up. The better, the richer China is getting, the more people are able to pay this stuff. So a lot of stuff of this stuff, they have also Chinese audiophiles, sound lovers. A lot of this stuff, because they do not have that stuff yet in China, but a lot of this stuff will be shipped to China. And then the price will go even higher if this chip is if vintage start being popular in China. Oh, it is over to find cheap stuff because then China will buy many of this stuff. Many of this stuff will go find the direction to China or in India. India is coming up. Don't underestimate India. India have almost 1 billion people. 1 billion. China 1 billion too. But soon India will have more people than China. In India, India is growing in wealth. And in a few years from now, when it's getting better, also those people who loves audio stuff wants to have vintage. And they have to import that stuff because they do not have that over there. You know, so prices will go up. Between the 70s and the 80s, there were 3 places in the world where vintage was sold. It was Europe, Northern America, so Canada and America, the United States, and Japan. Those were the 3 places where vintage stereos were sold. There were other countries where this stuff was sold, but it was thin spread. Only a few people could afford it from other countries, you know. So when China is coming now, India with 1 billion, China is 1.2 billion people. That is the same amount of people what United States and Europe combined. India, 1 billion persons. So there are many audio lovers there. And those people also want this stuff. They have eyes. They can see what is more beautiful, you know. And when they start buying this stuff, I'm not sure what will happen with the prices. Then the prices will go skyrocket. Yeah, because there are a lot of people still in the world who do not know this stuff. But once there's a guy, a Chinese guy in the company. He asked me, we can promote your channel because YouTube is forbidden in China. We can promote your channel on Chinese YouTube, the Chinese version of YouTube that have another name, nothing to do with Google, yeah? They will translate it for me. Every video they will translate for me. It will not cost me nothing, but I will have an extra money. This video is from this mail I had 2 months ago. And when I start, for example, providing my videos in China, yeah, and people will see this, they will of course see the beauty and this, because in China many still didn't discover this stuff yet, you know, and they discovered this stuff. They have money now. They have money. They can buy it. They can import it. They can buy it on eBay, and everything what on eBay is sold to China will not be for sale, never be for sale anymore in Europe and in America. So it gets rarer and rarer. Yeah. So this is what I mean. So it will become more expensive, this stuff, in the future, especially if those 2 big countries, China and India, will be on the market for vintage. Yeah, I think, yeah. But not sure how long that period will be. Can be in 5 years, can be in 10 years, can be in 2 years. Not sure when these people. But if I'm not interested really in my videos on China. But on the other hand, that means I enter a market for 1.2 billion people, China. My videos, and I think I am the biggest vintage channel in the world. Yeah, I do not think there is a channel in the world what have so many videos from so many different kind of vintage devices. Yeah, sometimes you see a video with the guy have 20, the guy have 30, but I don't know how many I had, but I haven't met much, my friends. It's 12 years. Try 12 years. So 12 years you have videos from vintage stuff, and yeah, your best YouTube channel. Well, not I don't have the best YouTube channel, but in vintage, I don't think there is a channel what have more vintage stuff than I provide on my channel. Come on, man. I mean, because you know what the thing is, why people do not have vintage audio channels. The audio lovers, the audiophiles, so the reviewers, yeah, they cannot make money in reviewing this old stuff. Because if they review new stuff, most people are still in for new stuff. Most people are. So don't think audio isn't selling anymore. Do not think, because sometimes if you see my video channel, you would believe, hey, it's only vintage in the world. In my personal world, there is only vintage. That's true. But if you would say, okay, how many in one day or in 1 week, how many new machines, how many new audio amplifiers are sold second-hand as vintage, and how many new in the shop or online, then the new stuff will win, hands down. More people are still buying new stuff, much more than they buy vintage. People who didn't yet discovered vintage yet, people who always buy new in the shop, who have enough money, they don't care. They buy new in the shop. They think new is always best. We take the latest models, and the most newest models they advertise at that moment. And those people watch those other audio channels where the reviewers review that new stuff. But can you be honest if you only review new stuff? I don't believe that. Because the day you say to your viewers, hey, don't buy this amplifier or these speakers because they're sounding bad, don't waste your money on this, that brand what lent you that amplifier to review will never lend you an amplifier again. You understand? Or maybe give you that amplifier, because some factories give you amplifiers for free to review it. As a present. That's your. They see it as you do them a favor. You advertise their stuff. They will sell more because of your advertisement or because of your video, and as a reward, they give you that amplifier for free. Yeah. Well, I think I was one of the first with a vintage. Yeah, well, what Hi-Fi is an old channel, but that guy review everything, not only audio. He's from England, I think. Hearing his accent, he's from England. What Hi-Fi, very nice channel. He was the first, years before me. But I was the first one in the way I did. I had my own style, of course, you know. And, well, I think many audio channels, many vintage channels you see now, they saw my channel and they think, you know what, these people think I can do it better than this guy do. I also start my YouTube channel, I can do it better. Yeah. That's why you see today you see this movie from Robin Hood. A few years later, you see another producer think, no, I can do it better. I make my version of Robin Hood, and he make his movie. And a few years after him, there's another guy, another producer. This is our blue light ambulance in the Netherlands. This is how it is looking. So there are always people who see my videos and they think, and is that right? I can do it better than this guy, you know? I can do it better. I don't like his style. I have different ideas, you know, to make videos. And everybody in YouTube is free. And I have to be honest, I really like these videos, making these videos. And I discovered vintage 12 years ago. I was one of them. I was late. I was very late. Of course, when I was young, I had vintage stuff. But of course, I don't speak Hindi. You speak in Hindi. What do you mean? Maybe the offer I had from China. Now, in India, they have YouTube. My videos are on YouTube in India, but not in China. Hello, Thomas. Nice you to see here. And this video I made today, this live video, is still for you guys. It is Thanksgiving today. And we in the Netherlands and in Europe, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't even know what it is, but if I go to my YouTube channel or my computer and I type in Thanksgiving, that means Thanksgiving Day. Hello. You're going away? Okay, bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. Thanks for joining me. Thanksgiving Day, annual national holiday in the United States and Canada, celebrating the harvest and other blessings of the past year. I'm not sure if this is also the day they eat the turkey. I think it is the turkey day, huh? Yeah, it's a turkey day. And not sure. I see some. Let me see some what they. So it is a family day. Let me show you. Happy Thanksgiving. What is Thanksgiving? Many people do not know it. In Europe, they don't know it. But as an American, you probably know what is Thanksgiving. And these are the pictures I see. Yes, Turkey Day. Yeah. You know, there's a country, I love that country, holiday country, my favorite holiday country because it's cheap. They have nice beaches, Turkey. And that President Erdogan is a very proud guy. He's a very proud guy. And he changed the name Turkey because he doesn't want the same name as that bird, you know. Yeah, so funny. Yeah, what's those turkeys big? It is like one time I was with Donna Linton. I told you about Donna Linton. Donna Linton was in the top 5 singers in the between 1980 and 1990. She was in the top 5 singers in the Netherlands. She had a beautiful voice. And she sang that theme from Charlie's Angels. And I was her roadie. I was a friend. Good friend. When I met her, the first time I met her was in the discotheque. I was 20. I was still living in my parents' house. Went to school. And I had that fashion show. I had to walk in that discotheque. And Donna had to sing. And I saw her for the first time in my life. And oh, what a beautiful woman, you know. But when I was 42 years old, 20 years ago, I met her on a Suriname party. We talked, and immediately we matched. We met as friends. We never were lovers. And she became my friend, and all the time I was. If she had a gig, I was driving her because I loved spending time with her. You know, driving her in the evening times when she had a gig in a cafe or a place. I drove. And one day we went to Amsterdam to the Marriott Hotel, and she was invited to sing over there for the American Commerce. They have a commerce department here, American Commerce, and they invited Donna to sing. It was Thanksgiving party, and there I ate turkey, but I can't remember the taste. And it was a very nice day full with Americans. So American living in the Netherlands, and they were invited on that party in one of those big places, those big rooms in the Marriott Hotel in Amsterdam. Yeah, Donna had to sing there, and then Donna told me, if you want, you can stay in the hotel because they booked my performance, but including that booking is also a hotel room. So if you want, you can stay. So I stayed in that hotel room for free, because Donna did not pay for it, but the people who booked her paid for that hotel. So I stayed in that hotel room. It was for free anyway, so why not? So I stayed. A Marriott hotel is normally a very expensive hotel, but I stayed for free. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Wow. What do we eat? Always turkey. Yeah, but I have to go for Google. But today it is not a normal day. It is Thanksgiving, and the thing is, my friends, why I make this video. Not everybody like me is single. Not everybody have a woman. I have my family. And my daughter, and I am often invited. These days I go very often to my daughter to watch the babies. 3 babies she have. The oldest is 2.5, and the youngest is a 1 month old. So she worked hard these last 3 years, you can say. And for me, every time when I go there to see the 2 oldest, the youngest one is too young to enjoy. Too young, he's only sleeping and crying and drinking his milk. But the 2 oldest, one is 1 year old, the other one is 2.5 years old. It is like a show. They are clowns. It is very nice to see that and to, I so much love them, and that's a big present she gave to me. Really, I didn't expect my daughter would make 3, and I don't think she's finished yet. But for the time being, she's finished. And that is so nice to see those 2 clowns. They are clowns. I have so much fun. So I live close, 5 minutes from my house. So I enjoy them. Not on the Monday. On the Monday they go to the crash, and then I can only see them for 2 hours. But on other days, Wednesday, Thursday, I can see them longer. We also share our thanks for family and health. Yeah, Thomas, you are an American, so you know what is Thanksgiving. But this video is especially for the guys who do not have a wife, who are single, who do not have children or have children but live too far away to travel this distance, so they feel lonely. Especially these days, they know, okay, my neighbor have Thanksgiving, his family's coming over. The table is full with a turkey on it, and when you are single and your family is not around, you will not make that turkey. You're not going to make a turkey for yourself. This is normal. I mean, and for those people is this video today, so they don't feel lonely. They have their audio family, their audio family. We are now together in this live meeting on Thanksgiving. And I hope you don't feel lonely, my friends. Wherever you are in America or Canada, don't feel lonely. Kapsalon will do too. No, yeah, I don't like the stuff, Kapsalon. I like shawarma. The original shawarma they made in the past, not the shawarma they sell now, with that cheap meat. No, the original shawarma. They took from the spit, with the knives. First time I eat shawarma, I was in London. I discovered that. And I ate only shawarma at that holiday so much. I loved it, and I was with my holiday holiday for my school. It was a school trip to London, and there I discovered shawarma. Nice stuff, and it's not as popular anymore. Not sure why, but it's also very expensive these days. Everything is so expensive. I mean, food is to enjoy food is becoming more and more expensive, and yeah. But I'm glad I'm a very good cook. I'm a very good cook, so I don't care. I don't care. I don't have to eat outside. I never eat in a restaurant. Yeah. If I have a date, with a woman, but I'm not going to spend money for every woman. This woman have to be very special, because woman is always expecting the man is paying the bills, and okay, I'm also a gentleman, and I don't expect a woman to pay half of the bill. I'm not Dutch, We have a verb in the Netherlands, going Dutch. Yeah, food from the supermarket. Yeah, but I mean, if I will get, aubergine. What's the name of aubergine? Why didn't you post on your account again wearing come on, man, stop with this nonsense. Swimsuit. Aubergine translate. Vertaal naar Engels. Aubergine. The name is eggplant. Eggplant, yeah? If you have rice is cheap. 4.5 kilo rice costs €5.50 in the Lidl. Thank you, Leonardo. I'm fine. Hope you are also having a nice Thanksgiving in America, in Pennsylvania. I think Pennsylvania where the first, they discovered the first oil in Pennsylvania, Texas, or was it Texas? Pennsylvania also had lots of oil. And eggplant. Now eggplant, we buy one big one in the Lidl for 80 cents sometimes. So I buy two. Two is too much. One is more than enough, but I always buy two. Put some meat inside. You can put some pig meat or chicken meat. Yeah. You can eat it without meat, with some eggs. If you don't have money, you make some scrambled eggs, 3 or 4, and then you put those two eggplants. And you cut those eggplants in very, very thin squares, very thin. You let it cook until it is almost soft with that meat, with some garlic, with some black pepper, with salt, with some other stuff to make the taste good. With some, I always put some fichin or anyamuto, the Chinese white stuff, to make it a little sweeter. And that is not expensive. An eggplant costs 80 cents. 2 eggs cost you 40 cents, so that is €1.20. And a rice will cost you 50 cents, so you have a very big meal, because an eggplant is big and healthy. An eggplant is very healthy. And if you do the right tastings, you have a meal for €2, my friends. €2. You have a big meal and healthy. And if you want some meat inside, you don't need much meat. You can use every kind of meat you want. And you can, for example, use for €2 meat inside, not too much. Then it costs you €4, that meal. So you can make, sometimes I make here fried rice. You know what goes inside? Rice, 1 onion, big onion, I like onions, in fried rice, and 2 or 3 eggs. What does it cost you? What does it cost you, my friends? 200 gram rice. 200 gram is already too much, 200 gram of rice. Let's say 250 grams of rice. You know what the price of 250 gram rice is? If you buy bags from 4.5 kilos, don't buy rice in the cartons in the expensive rice. Buy plastic bags, 4.5 kilos, €5.50. So that means 1 kilo is €1.20, €1.20 the kilo. So 250 grams cost you 30 cents. 30 cents rice. 3x is 60 cents, is €1. An onion, not sure what an onion costs, 20 cents. My friends, how much cheaper do you want it? And you have to put of course, the soya. Yeah, I always put the salt soya. Sometimes a little bit. I put a little bit sweet soya. Put the ficin or the agnamuto. Put some other taste makers inside it. And I always put some. The name is celery. Celery. I always put celery. Celery. Just to finishing touch celery. Chinese always place, not Chinese. Don't use celery. They use what's the name of that grocery? Well, they put something else, but I always use celery. I like the taste of celery, and you don't have meat, but it fills your stomach, and it is very nice to eat, even if it is. If it is without meat, but if you have more money, you can put some meat. You can put some meat, of course. I mean, or fish. Doesn't matter. You can make it as how I make my soup. You think I'm going to buy those soup cans? €2 now, one soup can. No, my friends. I'm going to show you how I make my soup. I make my soup. I buy this stuff. Very cheap. Package is 70 cents by the Lidl. Or I put this one inside. This meat. And I just boil and I just put some. You can put everything in soup, my friends. Soup is easy to make. I mean. What else can you put inside? What do you think? You can buy chips. But if you buy a bag of popcorn like this, you know how much popcorn this is? You know how much this bag costs? You don't have to buy expensive chips. Chips is €1.40 in the shop, a bag of chips. And that's the cheap brand, If you buy a Lay's chips, it's more expensive. So, you can do it expensive, you can do it cheap, my friends. Food, it can be expensive. Sometimes I have this ready to go, 60 cents each soup. Yeah. No meat inside, but the flavor is good. Very good, it fills your stomach. And, of course, you need meat. Meat have some, don't think you, vegetarian is not a good thing, my friends. You need a few. On the other day, you need some meat. Meat is iron. It's good for your body. Yeah. If some people say vegetarian is more healthy, it's not true. You need meat. But you can eat if you are smart. €2 a day. You have your dinner. €2 a day. Why? Why would it be? If you want meat? Maybe 3. Don't put much meat. There's a little bit meat, And buy meat in big packages and make small packages in the freezer, So if you need that meat, you take the small package out. If you buy a kilo, kilo meat, and I buy in the supermarket a kilo of chicken wings or chicken fillet. Chicken fillet costs a lot of money. The place I buy it costs €5.50 the kilo for a kilo chicken fillet. That means if I make 5 packets of 200 grams, it's only €1 what I need for my food. 100 grams, 200 grams is enough. And this is how if you are smart, is how you go to that shop. It is not close to me, so I buy always 3 kilo chicken fillet, sometimes 4 kilo. I make small bags, small bags, put it in my freezer. I'll use it the whole month. That €20 meat, 4 kilo, €20. I can make 5 packets. I can make 20 packets of 200 grams chicken fillet. Come on, man, you have to be smart. But if you go to the shop, to the supermarket, you're gonna buy 200 gram. Oh my God, that will be expensive, my friends. That meat I do not eat. It's the same chicken. It's the same chicken. Believe me, same chicken. But you have to know where to buy it. I know. I have my addresses. I'm looking. And where's the cheapest chicken in the town? I'm gonna go. I go there, buy 4 kilo, 4 kilo. This is how I do my shopping. You have to be smart. And then you pay half of the price. And any other person pay for his food. Arabian tacos. Well, I like Turkish food very much. I'm not sure about Arabian. Yeah, I was a few times in Morocco, and they have couscous, and they have a special way of food. But the best food in Arab food, I think Turkey, because Turkey was a big, in the time of Ottoman Empire, they had a big clunch of Asia, Russia, the Balkan, and so their kitchen is influenced by all those cultures, and that's why I love the Turkish kitchen so much. But I'm not familiar with Arab kitchen, you know. I'm very curious in what I will find in Dubai but yeah, I do not have to pay for food, so I don't care. But I'm very curious to see the prices and to see the living standard over there, because that place is for the rich people. I would never dream, not never dream. Also, I don't like traveling too much. I have pain in my legs after so long in the airplane. So 3 hours, 2.5 hours, I can sit in a plane, but Dubai is 6-7 hours, and that's a long way for me. So I don't know if it will be the first and last time when I have pain in my legs. We have to see. But I'm very curious about how the prices are and audio stuff, the audio shops over there, what these people buy over there, what they. I will try to find. Well, I have a nephew. I will visit him. He lives in Dubai. He is 56 years old. He's married with a German woman. He has 2 lovely children. And a few years ago, he was in the Netherlands, and I saw him. We met. And if I am in Dubai, I will of course visit him. And maybe he can tell me more about that country, because he's working there and living there for many years. But the strange thing in Dubai is that even his children are born. He is now living there for 25 years, and he have a very good job. Yeah, he is a wholesale seller for furniture, for hotel furniture and restaurant furniture. And as you know, in a hotel, those good hotels have to change furniture every 5-6 years. They change furniture especially if you're an expensive hotel, you cannot let people sleep in old beds. Yeah. But he told me, if he is 65 years old, he cannot stay there anymore. He loves the country, but he has to go out the country. This is the rule. This is the rule. Doesn't matter if you are rich, you cannot stay anymore. You have to go away. Strange. So, and I'd ask him, where do you gonna live? He said, in Portugal. Portugal, he just, he earned enough money to have a good pension, so he's going to buy in Portugal. But up till 65, he was staying in Dubai, working there. But after 65, he has to leave the country. These are the rules. I think they are pretty hard rules. Yeah, you're somewhere 35 years, worked in the country for 35 years, pay your taxes, and then because you're 65, you have to leave the country. It's hard. It's very hard. You made all your friends there. Let's be honest. You made your friends there, and you have to go to a new place where nobody knows you, and you have to make new friends. And if you are 65, it's very hard to make. I discovered that before. When I was young, I made many friends, but now it's very hard to make new friends because you don't go out, you don't meet people. So yeah, that's why I want to be freelancer. offer my services for free for that for a band who what plays music I can live with, to make new friends, to come outside my house again. Offer them my services as a video maker and audio recording, because those video makers if you have to pay them, they're very expensive. Try to find for your wedding. I know these prices. A guy who makes video for you the whole evening. Try to find them. You know how much they cost? 500. You're cheap. €500. So if I can do this, provide them with my service for free, I don't care. For me, it's more important to find some new friends than to earn money. You understand? More important in life, my friends. So I will provide my services for nothing, for free. Hopefully, I can find some bands, and maybe 1 or 2 bands, I can live with their sound, with their quality. Because not every band is a good band, let's be honest. I saw bands, they play music. If you saw them one time, you saw them enough. You don't want to see them a second time. So, but there are some bands, they're playing so good that you want to see them over and over again. I don't know if I can reach the 60. Maybe I never reach the 65. Not sure. Not sure. I'm 62 and a half. I'm not sure. Nothing is. Life is not a certainty. You know. I mean, if you are young, you don't think about this, but you don't see friends going away. But lately, I saw many people around me going away. And and when you're young, you don't see that often, because you don't know the older people who goes away, you know. But when you're old, your friends are old. Yeah, your family members, your friends, your colleagues, your ex-colleagues, and then you hear, okay, this one goes away, this one passed away, this one passed away. Yeah. One of my friends, I didn't even know that, I heard that last year. He did a suicide. That I cannot understand why people. He had a family, he had a woman, he was married, he had children, but that guy was into bodybuilding. He was a boxer. Toon was a boxer, and Toon had everything. Toon had a sports school, so he was not poor. It was not money. Toon had everything. Toon had a business, good business, had a family, a woman, children. But he did suicide because he was completely, suddenly, because Toon was a big guy. He was doorman. In his younger years, he was like this. He was a big, tall guy. And he was, bodybuilder. And suddenly, again, he started training. He posted his pictures on Facebook. His body was strong, but he uses those anabols, those things, and those things are not good for your brains, my friends. And I think that's why he did it. I think something went wrong in his brains, and he committed suicide. And that's this. I understand why people have a disease and they pass away. You cannot help it. This is life. But when you take your own life, this is for me. I do not understand this. If you are poor, in poor countries, people do not have food on the end of the month. I mean, they do not take their own life. So why would you? You have everything. You have your sports school. You have your woman. You have your children. You leave your family alone. That is, for me, I don't know. It was in my mind for a long time that this guy I knew as a Yeah, it was very close. Tom was very close, but I knew him as an upright guy, honest guy, hardworking, and that he, yeah. So sometimes, yeah, and yeah. So this is what it is for today. Thanksgiving, my friends. I'm with you. Don't worry. But I already 2 hours online, so I think I will finish this conversation. What I eat today, because I'm I'm lying to myself. I'm on diet, but struggling with elements and dying young, and you want to live something. Yeah, I think he was depressed. I think because of that stuff he was using to get strong. You know, those bodybuilders sometimes go a little bit too far. Today, I eat this. Yeah. And you will not believe it. This one is from the date, 24. It is already past 24, but this LG refrigerator is so good, even sometimes 10 days after the date, it is still fresh in the bag. Unbelievable. I eat this, and I mix it with 1 onion and a little can of tuna. 80 grams. I buy 3 of those packets in one, and I put tuna for the taste, a little bit salt, a little bit this stuff. Not sure how to how to say it in English. This stuff. This azijn. Not sure how to. Yeah, a little bit salt. And that's it. Tastemaker, salt, and that tuna, and a little bit black pepper. Yeah, and a little bit olive oil. Acid. Yeah, and I mix it, and I eat it. It is much. I think with the onion and the tuna, it is about 500 grams. It fills my stomach, and if I could be strong, eat this for 1 month. 1 month. 1 month only this. 2 times a day, yeah? This stuff. It is not cheap. Well, cheap. The package cost me €1.30, 39, €1.40. No eggs going inside. 1 onion. Onion is very cheap. Yeah, it is cheap. It is tuna. The little can of tuna cost me about 80 cents. So for €2.20, I have this meal. If you eat it for two times a day, €5 a day. As breakfast one and as dinner one. If I could eat only this for 1 month, yeah, I will lose 20 kilo. If you eat this for 1 month, 15 kilo, 100%, but maybe 20 kilo. But yeah, you know, I don't eat this I eat more than this. This is the problem. You should have enough vitamins, everything inside, if you eat this stuff for 1 month, 2 times a day. You can lose 15 kilo in 1 month. And I want to try it. I eat bird tonight, not turkey. My English is ook niet alles, Roderick. Okay, TV is going to eat bird. So, bird, chicken is the best meat, I think. One of the best meats. It is not fat. Look, pig meat, why Arabs do not eat pigs? Because Islam tells you that it is unhealthy. Not unhealthy, but it is not, religious. Because the Bible and the Quran, smart people wrote those books, and they had many diseases in pig meat. These days, you do not have any diseases in pig meat. I mean, every piece of meat is controlled, So, but in those times, people died of pig meat. You don't have that control they have now. So it is for the time when the Quran was written, it was a very, very smart thing to to show people, hey, don't eat pig because you can die of pig. It's not that pig is bad meat, but some pigs are sick, and those pig meat, if you eat that meat, you can die. And you don't have that with chicken. And like circumstance, people who are circumcised, they didn't have water in that time. I mean, there was no much people traveling on camels. They don't have that water to clean themselves every day, different times. But nowadays, everybody have a shower. You can be clean. You don't need to be circumcised anymore. Everybody have water. So for the time, the Quran was a good thing. It was a sort of book of law, like the Bible is. To the first books of law written in a different way. I'm not a believer. I am an atheist. I went to a Catholic school. I was in the choir from the church. I was singing for the church. This was my youth. But later I became an atheist. But I do not say the Bible is a good thing, and the Quran is a good thing. Both are good things, but it's a bit old-fashioned, eh? Anyway, we live in different times. We don't live in those ages where those books were written. So I think, and we have now the book of laws, a book with laws. So we don't need those laws from those books anymore to follow those rules. And so that's why I became an atheist. Yeah, and the thing is, in Suriname, I'm from Suriname, and ik gooi het altijd op mijn tegels buiten voor het onkruid. Ja. Really? Didn't know that was good for that. But anyway, in Suriname, people are they believe in God. And I don't have nothing against people who believe in God. You are free to believe in everything you want. But those same people in Suriname, they were slaves. I mean, Suriname people were slaves. And a slave, I don't know if you know this, but they were not to the Christianity. They were not Christians. They came from Africa. They were not Christians. They were not Catholic. But on those ships, those slave ships, there were already a priest on board to tell them they have to become believers because it was good, because God, blah, blah, blah. And if you was a slave and you was a believer, you didn't have to work on Sunday. Listen to this. You didn't have to work on Sunday. Sunday was your day off if you believed in God. So, of course, all the slaves became believers because they didn't have to work. But those same people, those Suriname people, my country, they are believers. Very many, most, all of them are believers. And they celebrate every year Kitty Kotti. That means end of slavery. They say, okay, you celebrate end of slavery, but you go to the church. It is part of the slavery because before it was they put it in your head as a slave, because as a slave you came from Africa. You didn't believe in you had another belief. It is part of the slavery. You celebrate Kitty Kotti, so end of slavery, but you're still believing in their belief because it was their belief. If you know the history, that's why history is a very important thing in life. But most of those people do not know anything about history. They know, okay, we go to church every Sunday. My parents were believers, so I'm a believer. So I am. But I also believe I celebrate Kitty Kotti, end of slavery. But those things for me is very strange. They don't go together. If you celebrate the end of slavery, I don't celebrate that. But if you believe, if you celebrate that, and the next Sunday you are in church and you celebrate your belief, then those two things are, I don't know. In my view, they belong to each other, and you cannot switch them, because slavery, your belief as a black person, yeah, as a black slave, is 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 because of slavery. Before slavery, you had another belief. So, and you only your predecessors only became believers because they had off on Sunday. Of course, you will say, even if you don't believe, I believe, because you do not have to work on that Sunday. So that's why sometimes things, if you think a little bit deeper, then you come to the conclusion some people do strange things. But if I talk with a Suriname and let's say I'm an atheist, there was one woman not that long ago, a smart woman. She was an actor, a Suriname actor, and I told her I'm because she was every word she uses God in her way of talking. I say, listen, I am an atheist. Can you talk without that word? And then she told me, you're the devil. You're the devil because I'm not a believer. I don't believe in the devil also. An atheist don't believe in the devils, you know. Don't believe in the devil. You cannot make me afraid with the devil because I don't believe in that stuff, you know. So, but yeah, they believe in God, yeah. But don't call me a devil, please. Come on, because I'm not a believer. I'm not a devil. But yeah, this is how it goes. So, and but okay, I raised Catholic. I had to go to the church every Sunday, every Sunday. In April, we smoked weed in Germany. You liked, like you do in April. We smoke weed every day. We were all Christianized, Islamized, etc. Yeah. The biggest part of the Netherlands is atheists at the moment. Most people in the Netherlands is atheists, I think. Yeah, I think. And but if you a guy who is every Arab who believes Islam, I mean, believe me or not, these guys do not like atheists. They like more if you are a Catholic guy or a Christian guy than you are an atheist. They think the same way. Hey, you don't believe in a God, but there is a God. You know, you are a bad person. You have to believe in a God, even if you believe in another God than our God. But you have to believe, because if you don't believe in a God, you're a bad person. This is how they think. They see me as a bad person because I don't believe. But yeah, I don't think. I think the goodness comes from your heart, how you are educated, what you get from your family, not what you get from books. Yeah, of course, books, but that's part of your education, you know. Yes, I saw that, not in reality, the Technics SL1200, but pictures. You believe in Mark Marans and Sansui. Well, that's our hobby, huh? And our hobby is a great hobby, I think. Sometimes those smart guys buy one piece, and they buy immediately one of the best pieces, and they are happy for the rest of their life. And we are always struggling to find something better. Instead of buying that very nice thing, I mean a Sansui G22000. If I would have a Sansui G22000 today, recapped, yeah, 33,000, I don't think about it. They are so expensive and so rare, you know. But a G22000, if I would have that thing today in my house, why would I think about other vintage stuff or hunt for them? Or then you have, I think, or a Marantz 2600, 2500, or 2600, same thing. Or a Pioneer SX1250 or a 1980. Well, I have a 1250. I will, as soon as it comes from recapping, I will do a fully recap. I will use that in future. It will stand on this table to do my reviews. Because it has 3-speaker connection, then I can switch to 3 speakers. I can let you hear 3 speakers at once, switch one to the other. I can, for example, make a video when I have this receiver, this SX1250 on my table, that beautiful vintage receiver. And when I do not use it, I don't make videos, it will stand over there on that table. Yeah, that stuff, what you see now, I will sell. I will sell this POA 1500 with that matching preamplifier. It will stand over there. And when I need to make a video, it will stand over here. Yeah, and over there, not sure. Not sure what I will use for my. Don't forget to renew the left for the speakers. You mean for the SX? I will tell Simon. I will tell Simon. He is doing the. Yeah, good idea. I will ask him to change the speaker relays. I think they have SX1250 have 3 or 4 speaker relays. Well, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, but addiction. In fact, it is a nice, it's a nice hobby. I mean, it is not an expensive hobby because I told you in my previous video, if you're smart, you keep that stuff, you make money with that stuff. It doesn't have to cost you money, it doesn't cost me money, this hobby. And but I cannot buy myself a G22000, not yet. But if I make profit with some items big enough, I'm very lucky. Maybe I can buy one second hand. Maybe. But everything is so expensive these days. What they ask, prices they ask these days. Well, I don't drink. I have alcohol. I don't. But it doesn't cost me money because I don't drink it that often. I smoke, but I do not buy cigarettes in the shops. I make my own cigarettes, so that is also not very expensive. And I don't have other addictions. No. I do not have to order some escorts to my house because I don't know. I am single. I can be without. That is also very expensive. So I can live without that. And this hobby, yeah. By the way, the guy who wanted to pick up that Vox AC30, he changed his mind. Not sure why. So I don't make the profit. I was already happy to make €200 profit, so I have the guitar for free. But okay. If he doesn't want it, I think that Vox is very cheap because it is early 70s, 1970, 1971, and the older they are, the more expensive they are. And the price I asked, 600, is not expensive. And the guy who offered 400, I said right away, okay, come on, pick it up. Pick it up for 400. It's still a very good price for 400, so I'm not sure why he didn't want that. Because, Roderick, I think that Vox is a hell of a guitar amplifier. I think. I have no knowledge, but I see the prices, so it has to be good. The guy had 3. 2 I was selling and 1 he kept because he was still performing. No wife will accept all the stuff in the living room, Andrew. No, but I'm not looking for a wife to live with. I'm looking for a wife, a woman. Weekend, some weekends, not every weekend, but some weekends, living apart together. Yeah, living apart together. This is what I'm not looking for a woman in my house. I'm too old for this. And I have to leave too much. I have to leave this hobby because I know how it goes. And I cannot leave this hobby. Sorry, I cannot leave this hobby for not one woman. And the Beatles used the guitar players of Kunstel, only the tube. Well, yeah, the tube version. But the guy told me no. The guy told me the solid state version I have, so only the transistors. It's the same thing. It's more reliable as the tube version. That's what he told me. Yeah, and the tube version will be even more heavier to carry with you. And I see also prices from those solid state guitar amplifiers. They are very expensive. It's very expensive. Just Google solid state, a Vox AC30 solid state. You will see prices also very expensive. So my price not bad, 600. Right, I've made 6 of them on stage. You also have the AC50, that is a better. Well, to be honest, I am just learning the guitar. I will not perform, so I will not need a amplifier. I don't see myself performing. I'm too old to learn it that good that I can perform and play in a band. The thing is with guitar players, you have many guitar players around the world. There are many. Why would they choose for me if they can find a guy who already plays 20, 30 years? What do you guys have all a stereo system at the moment? Not sure. What do you have, guys? What is your sound system at your main? Even if you have more, I don't have a main sound system. I mean, I use that Soundsuite G3000 now, but you have to crank it up for a bit for good guitar sound. Yes, but I first have to learn to play guitar. Yeah. And before I can play a little bit chords and tunes, we talk about 2 years. I do not need for the coming 2-3 years. I need a guitar amplifier. It's a semi acoustic hollow body guitar, so it will do. Yeah, thank you for the info, but yeah, I don't need that stuff at the moment. I need to learn guitar, to how to play guitar first, and then I'm not sure why I bought a semi-acoustic. I think better I bought a acoustic guitar. That was better for me. But I love more the looks of that hollow body. Yeah. And first I have to learn to play guitar, and then I can buy that amplifier. But if I can sell this amplifier for 200 euro profit, come on, man! I have my guitar for free. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm always like this, you know. I don't like to spend money on things, so I always want everything for free. And you can only have things for. Wait a minute, Maras, 12.50. Wow, Thomas, is this what you have? Unbelievable. Martin Logan's. Oh, I didn't read that. It was gone. Unbelievable. Let me see. Who is this? Thomas, who is Martin Logan's? Wow. Lynn Cloud, Mark Levis. Wow! Mark Levinson, 28 pre-amplifier, Pro Seed, CDP, Micropsyche BL9. This is what is the best Micropsyche third table. Unbelievable, this guy. 91L. Unbelievable. Hey. I thought only poor people watch my channel because I'm reviewing this cheap. You have the Pioneer SX1250, the 1050, Marantz 2350, 2270, 2470, the G9000 DB, G6000, Soundsuite 9090 DB. This is Thomas. I can ask you. What is the number 1, 2, and 3 your best sounding receiver and amplifiers you have? Please provide me with this info. I'm very curious about your unbelievable. Thomas, you're an unbelievable. You know how much money you have over there? Well, maybe now it is what? These things you wrote down, it is what? 20,000? A few years from now, it is worth 30,000. Yeah, maybe already. Not sure. You have a lot of money to invest. Teak set with acoustic energy speakers Here, Roderick, a teak set with acoustic energy speakers. Okay, good stuff. Technics SLD. Gina, yeah, exactly. Thomas, you're my man. I heard that G now. I have the 900 G901 DB. That's the same thing. I had the G7000, and I never heard a more beautiful sound than that. Uh, yeah, yeah. You know how expensive these things are now. Impossible to buy it back. Okay. Anyway, yes, you're that. I sometimes doubt my ears, but I thought, no, that's not better than the G9000. That sound is so complete, so beautiful, especially in the mids. The mids where often many, many amplifiers lose it. In the mids, they always talk about the bass. Every amplifier can provide you the right bass if you have a strong amplifier like it about 2 times 160 watts. But the mids and the mids of that sound is so beautiful. Yeah, I have a lot more. My wife thinks I'm crazy. Well, but you also have a wife. That's a good combination, because most of these guys cannot have a wife because the wives run away. Quad tube monoblocks, Kral Pre, Micro Mega, CD, top loaded BMW silver signature. Wow. Oscar, wow. This is some heavy stuff you have there. And more. Yeah, you all have more. Madness beyond repair, this chat. It's all your fault. Have all this and much more. It's all your fault. Whose fault it is? Not my fault. Thomas, you think it is my fault you have all this stuff? I don't think so. You have a Marantz hi-fi F Marantz 2285B and a Cornwall 3. It sounds simple, but it is a hell of a combination. And you only need one combination in principle. Computer setup Yamaha NXE 700 that are gems for €30. Yamaha NX. Are that powered speakers, the NXE 700? They are active speakers for €30. Is this true? Cheap stuff, true love. It's a nice hobby for all. Yes, I watch your channel. Thomas, you mean because of my channel, you bought all this stuff you have now? I cannot believe this. But yeah, it's a nice hobby. I had a hobby as fishing. Fishing was my hobby when I was young, and I just fished for ages. And so I'm happy I could discover this new hobby. I'm very glad with this. You have to have a hobby, my friends. Everybody have to have a hobby. Some goes to the gym every day. That's their hobby. But yeah, that's tiring hobby. Yeah? No, they came with the Pianocraft mini system. Okay, my sister had one for sale. I could have it from her, but I told her, no, not interesting. Stupid. Well, it is an investment, and as you discovered, it is a very good investment. I'm not sure how long you have certain items, but you discovered by now that your value of your stuff, if you would sell it, it grows in value every year. It's one of the best investments. Of course, that you are telling your woman, no, it is investment. So she will not complain that much. Oscar V, I have a pair of Technics SBE to 100. But don't know what I want to do with. Okay, I have one question for you, Oscar. How do they sound? I know how they look like, but I think they need a little small tables from 30 centimeters high to stand on. I think those SBE 100. But how do they sound? I'm very curious. I sell lower vintage equipment to buy better equipment. Yes, if you buy vintage stuff, you make profit. You sell it for more expensive after a year, 2 years. It's more expensive. You can buy more expensive stuff with that profit. Yeah, very smart. I, s- I sell, yeah, use mainly money from thing I sold. Yeah, but this, so you saw what I was doing and you think, hey, what this guy is doing, I also can do. Yeah, it's very smart, very smart. So Thomas, yeah, but you admit that. You admit that, and many people saw my videos and they do not admit that they have their idea from me. You don't use phone money from the bank smart. It's a good quality, like always with Yamaha. I have a Yamaha bass guitar as well, and it is a great thing. Plays and sound like a €1,000 bass for a lot less. Well, I'm not interested in quality now. I'm interested in learning it first, learning the guitar. And once I know how to play, I can open my eyes for quality. I think the Ibanez I bought, I don't think it's a bad quality, but in principle, I do not need that quality. If you are learning a guitar for €50 is enough. They are for me big enough to stand on the floor. They sound very big, not crazy in the bass, but they have horns. Normally, they sound shouty, and they are not shouty at all, in my opinion. But I think you need a table because the tweeters are standing, I think, 60 centimeters high, and the best height is 80 centimeters, 80, 90 centimeters, the best height for tweeters. And I think the tweeters from the SBE 100 is 60 centimeters. Or am I wrong? That guitar you have is fine. Yes, I thought it was fine too, especially for the price I paid. It is a really nice speaker to listen to, not like wow, super high end, but very pleasant. Okay. They are the bigger ones, and yes, oh, okay. I have to Google. I have to Google. I have to Google. Maybe I am confused. I'm confused. Yeah, the E100, SBE 100. They are about really. Wow. How much did you pay for them? If I can be free to ask, how much you paid for those Technics E100s? Because I don't think I'm able to buy these speakers ever. They are too expensive. My bird was black because I look at live. What is the best value and do speakers, or my bird was black because I look at live. What's the best value and do speakers or other live? The best value is the top of the line, big, the power, the power receivers, the big power receivers. Those are the best investment. Andrew, heb je iets op Marktplaats staan? Well, I have those BMW's 801, online. Only those one are online at the moment, I think, yeah. And so I paid 1,100. Wow. Yes, maybe many years ago. 1,100 is a hell of a deal. They have a much higher value, those E100s. Yeah. Yeah. Look, compare that E100. Oscar, be honest with me. Yeah. You had the 801 Matrix S3. What is this? Which one sounds better, the 801 Matrix S3 or the Technics SB8 E100 you have now? I think the bass is much smoother from the Technics. They had some beautiful bass. And the 801, I'm not sure, but I think the bass is a little bit more boomy. Am I correct or not? So, okay. But I think the other one is a little bit more boomy. Yeah. But I do not have money for the E100. They are more expensive than 1000 now. Matrix S3 is way better in technical sense, but I had the Quell KSA as power amp. Okay, but are you familiar with the GBL L100? L100, yeah, GBL. The bass was actually way better in my opinion. Yeah, deeper. I know the bass is deep from these, but do you like this bass? Yeah. Do you like it? I mean, that's my question. But anyway, you sold it. Probably you're regretting now that you sold it. Sometimes I also regret selling things, But like that KEF 105.1 I sold yesterday. I love the sound, but I cannot keep them all. I mean, where do I have to place this thing? You need a very heavy amplifier. Okay, thanks. You tell me. I will check. I will try to spin that power amp today because I didn't like the bass from with my review. I didn't like it. I will try it tonight with that power amplifier to see how it sounds with that amplifier. Yeah. I will do it as soon as I finish this conversation, this live, and I will try. Okay, thanks for the tip. I expected that this amplifier or that Luxman would be enough, but probably it isn't. That's why maybe that bass is not that is rolling, It is not that punchy and good. What I expected something better. But maybe you opened my eyes now, and indeed I heard that before, but now you're telling me, I suddenly remember it that these speakers you need a huge power. I heard that before, not that long ago. No, 2 weeks ago I heard that. So good, you remind me, so I go try it with the nuts. Maybe then the bass is much better. Yeah, because with that amplifier, it came short. The bass came short. Yeah, and it lost from my Heikos. Yeah, I love this amplifier. The looks. Yeah, its power, its simplicity. This nut. Let me zoom in for you. Is it a beautiful thing? No, I don't think, but something from this amp made me love it. I like this amp. Yeah, well, thank you, Oscar. Oh, you have experience with this nut amplifier. What I understand of your writing here. I think this amp controls my drivers very good. That's what I believe. Okay, guys. I always felt asleep, so I have to finish this. I'm very tired. Yes. Thank you for watching this. I wish you, for the rest, sound is gone now. Okay. Now it is good again, yeah. Because I almost fell asleep. Yes, a little. Sound is gone. gone now. Okay, it's back. Great stream. Okay, I finished this conversation, this live, already for 3 hours almost. And I have to eat, maybe do a little bit nap, and then testing that net over those BMWs, because yesterday when I was reviewing those BMWs, I did not like the base. The base was too much, not controlled. Like, I missed something in the base. What made me to decide to give it a negative review. But maybe indeed with that nut, it should sound better. What you tell me, it is a very obvious thought. These things needs power. So thank you for watching. Have a nice Thanksgiving evening for you people out there in Canada and in the United States, because it is a special day for you, I understand, Thanksgiving. And if you do not have a turkey, well, just eat a chicken. It's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, if you are alone, you cannot go make a chicken. And a chicken, what is the time? What's the time? I go to the shop to buy a chicken. Yeah, I'm going to do my Thanksgiving also, buy a chicken. No, I cannot eat chicken. I'm going to eat that stuff I have in the refrigerator, that healthy stuff to lose some weight. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Yes, and I'm surprised, Oscar, what you have. Beautiful stuff. Ciao, ciao.